So today I'm going to take you through a typical stretch routine. I had a rough week last week. This is my fifth week of actual, I would say, of training a lot. Man, 2 weeks ago I had 50 miles. My hip right in here has been bothering me, so I've been going to the doctor. He told me I have a little bit of I have a hip impingement, which is not good. It's weird because it doesn't hurt when I'm running. It gets better right away. It feels normal, but after I run about 6 miles is where this thing really starts to bother, and it's right up in there, right up in here. So, but I'm doing a lot of stretching to try and take care of it, and I normally do a lot of stretching. So I'm going to take you through a normal stretching routine pre-run, what I normally do. So what I first start off with is I like to get this area a lot. So I just do want you put your feet together and your knees out here, and there's two stretches I do. So the first one, you just grab your toes here and just bend forward, just nice and easy, and you're gonna feel it right in here. And don't go too far so you hurt yourself, and I kind of hold it for about 15 seconds. So you hold that one for about 15 seconds, and then I just come out here with my elbows out here and just go down like that. Okay, so I'll do that, as well for about 15 seconds. And again, where you're going to feel it is in a little different area. You're still going to feel it in your groin, but you're going to feel it down here in the inside part of your hamstring. So then I'll just do one of those again. I hold it for about 15 seconds, and then I'll do these. And I hold this one for 15 seconds. I like to try and get my legs all the way down to the ground, so I'll really stretch it hard to get my hips loose. So now I'm going to go on to the next stretch, which is called a hurdler stretch. Now I'll do them this way with my leg in front, and I'll also do them with my leg behind. That will also open this hip up, and it will get the quad. So all you do is you just kind of come down, you try and go down straight like that. I like to get my head down to my knee. You can move it as much as you need to, and then you can just go down like this. Get your head down. You want to try and get as good of a stretch in here as possible, and that's just a regular hurdler stretch. And then after I do those, I'll stand up, and then I get up off the floor, and I'll go to my calves. So let's look at how I do my calves over here. All right, so here's how I do my calves. I do two main stretches in the house. I'll add one if I'm outside, but the first stretch, you just line up on a wall like this, get your calf, and you're gonna do it 3 angles, and I'll show you when I'm doing it. I'll bring the camera up here. But you just want to push into the wall and bend down into your calf like that. So I'm stretching my left calf, and I hold that one for about actually 30 seconds, not about, but 30 seconds straight. Then I do the other one. So same way, 30 seconds straight, just like that. And then I come back, and I just angle my foot out this way on a 45, stretch that way for 30 seconds, and then I angle it in for 30 seconds, and it hits all 3 areas. So it'll hit this part, it'll get this part, and then your outside of your calf. And I'll show you what that's like to look from above. So if you're here, right? I'm sorry for the shadows. I have crappy lighting in my basement, but so you're gonna be here, and you're just gonna go straight. Now you can see my foot is straight. Okay, so it's straight. Then you angle it out, do the same thing, and then you angle it in and do the same thing, each for 30 seconds. And that really gets your calf nice. Now, something I also do over here is on the stairs. So you'll see here, I get on the stair, I drop my heel off the stair, and you can see it's straight. So I drop my heel, I keep that for 30 seconds. And I do the same thing where I turn my heel. So you can kind of see. It's the same principle as the regular calf stretch. I turn it, my foot straight, I turn it out, and then I turn it in. And then I move to
do a little
my
better.
hips again.
Sorry once again about the shadows. My basement isn't the best, but I thought I'd do just so you can see. So when you come up this, you stand on the top of the stair, and then what you're going to do is you're just going to go straight down. Then you're going to angle it, your foot like that, and then you're going to angle your foot like that. And when you drop it off the stair again, you're getting all three sides of your calf. And I do both of those stretches again for 30 seconds apiece, so it's a minute and a half a leg. So you're getting a good 3 minutes of stretching for each leg in the calf. My calves have always been tight, so again, that really helps keep my calves in really good shape.
Because of my hip impingement. So the next one I do, I'll go this way first. Yeah, this is to open up your hips. So let me turn this way so you can see it. Okay, so this is to open up this part of the hip. So I put my foot out nice and far because I'm going to come forward. I'm going to lean into this and then put my hand up. So you put your arm up and then you can kind of lean into that for 30 seconds. I do 2 of these on each side for 30 seconds. And you can really feel this right in here. Get your hip nice and open. So like I said, the arm, when you put your arm up, you keep everything square, straight in front. So everything's pointed straight. You put your arm up and just kind of lean into the stretch. And you'll really feel that. I do that on each side. And then the last thing I do before I go run is I roll. And I'll use my rolling pin and I roll the inside, the middle, and the outside. And I do the lower part first. So I stay down here for about a minute, and then I move up. And I stay there for about a minute, and I do each leg to really loosen up those fibers and get you ready to run. As I said, it's been a rough week. Haven't been able to run. I only got 21 miles in this week, but my hips really bothering me, so I'm hoping in the future with these stretches, I'm hoping to open that up and make it feel better so I can get back to running. So that's kind of the stretches I do. Now, I'm not a professional at it. I just do those because my physical therapist has given me those to do. And they seem to be really beneficial. I seem to really be loosening up and feeling pretty good. So, if you're having a tightness in your hip or your quad, maybe try some of those stretches. For sure, your calves, stretch them a lot because that's a lot of where your Achilles problems come from, is a tight calf muscle. So make sure you're stretching before you run, especially when you start up in the mileage. You really need to take care of your body. I think I'm going to do some nutritional stuff next because I've lost about 12 pounds now in the last month, maybe month and a week, so 12 pounds, and I'm feeling pretty good, and it's been really easy. I haven't had to feel hungry and everything, tastes really good. So, I'll put something like that up. Maybe next week I'll do a little nutritional thing on what I eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner on a typical day, and you guys can check it out. Thanks for watching.